Bill Maher had RFK on his show. I have said for years, I would love to sit down and have dinner with Bill Maher. I think it would be awesome. Now, a lot of people look at me cross-eyed. They're like, oh my gosh, he's so nasty, so foul. And I'm like, look.
Okay. You mean like, okay, he says some stuff that's questionable or whatever. I don't know if I would say nasty and foul. I mean, the guy's had some perspectives that I've agreed with at times. So I think that'd be a cool conversation. Real. I mean,
it would. I would be fascinated. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just think it would be very intelligent. He's not going to start screaming at you and calling you names because he has no basis. At least he knows where he's coming from. He seems to consider points and points of view. I think it would be a cool conversation.
It would be a fascinating conversation to have with him. And now, of course, he sat down with RFK, which is yet another. Welcome back, Brian. We're glad you're able to join us. Rocky has a little message there for you.
Thank you very much.
So he sits down with him for an hour and a half, and this is what he has to say to him. And this is where we've stepped into an alternate parallel universe.
I also got to say, and I'm kind of stealing my thunder from a friend of mine who you would know, but I'm not going to mention, who really said this, but I totally agree with it. Whether you're right or wrong, I think you're mostly right about this issue, especially the vaccine issue. The guts and the integrity to take that stand and stick and buy your guns when media, you lose the New York Times, family, that to me is a pair of balls.
So I just want to tell you all, everybody out there, just so I can apply this properly. Everybody who's listening to this show, the cast on this show right now, I'm going to say 99% of the listeners to this and the Crusade Channel and Mojo, I don't want to throw you under the bus, but I think you'll be proud. You all have a pair of balls, according to Bill Maher. Because which of us who stood against the Schmack's mean actually did not lose family or friends or credibility, who was not censored on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook? I was contacted by elders in my church about being a conspiracy theorist, and all of this time.
But you are.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, you are a conspiracy theorist, but that's just one.
I never said that I wasn't. Right. I'm just saying they reached out to me about it. And, people posting stories about conspiracy theorists are not smart people. And here's why. All that clickbait.
Don't you care about your family, Aaron? How could you post that stuff? You're just attracting violence and hatred, and it's just not necessary.
You're not a doctor.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But here's the deal. I've been doing this since 2006, since Christmas Eve 2006. And there are people out here who've been listening to the show that have been doing it a lot longer than I have. And then there are people out here who are noobs at it, who just started realizing what was going on back in 2016 when President Trump was elected. And then big time when COVID hit, just the psyop and the massive mind F that's going on. And they started speaking out about it, saying, wait just a second, we're rushing a chemical and forcing people to put it into their bodies through the government. Jobs are being lost. You're being kicked out of church. Kids are being prevented from going to college. Kids are being prevented from going to school because they won't get a jab. Right? Yes. So now Bill Maher is saying that takes integrity. It takes balls. That's what he's saying. So all you people, I just want to stop and commend every person who for the past several years has been demonetized, deplatformed, depersoned, treated like crap by your families at Thanksgivings and Christmases, and treated like crap on social media because you had integrity and you had the gumption to stand up for your rights and stand up against something that we knew was hurting people. Congratulations to you for your Bill Maher spoken balls. That's all I have to say.
I'll take that.